Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have G.I. Joe Classified Series Special Missions Cobra Island Firefly. And yes, I got that elusive Firefly Target exclusive G.I. Joe figure, and it's a huge shout out and thanks to my good friend, fellow YouTuber, fellow Plastic Cannibals member, Art G. And I want you guys to go show him some love. His link to his channel is down below. He does some amazing hunt videos and pickups and everything like that. So definitely go down there, check him out, and show him some love. Tell him Unboxing Art sent you. And I can't be grateful enough. I mean, that's the whole purpose of my Plastic Cannibals group that I created, is we're a bunch of like-minded collectors looking out for one another. Sure, he could have probably scalped it if he wants to, but he's not that type of collector. It was just retail plus shipping. It was awesome. I'm super stoked to have this figure because I'm a huge G.I. Joe fan. And as you can see, it comes in that typical G.I. Joe Classified Series packaging with some amazing Firefly artwork, sort of. It's sort of, all the artwork's here, Cobra logo, and then underneath it just sort of blurs out. On the left side of the box, we got some really cool Firefly artwork, making the red on his shoulder pad of the Cobra logo and his goggles pop really well. And then down below, it just sort of gets meh. So it's a bunch of drones, look like they're blowing up something. But it also looks like either that's a volcano, which I hope it is, or he's blowing up his own Cobra fortress. I don't know what's going on here. I really don't. It's probably a volcano and the drones are coming from it, I would assume. I don't know. Again, I'm just sort of like looking at it like, I don't really get this. Up here, looking cool, but then it's like, I don't know why the artist did this. On the right side of the box, we get that new style file card that I really can't stand. It's like, come on, give us the old file card. I know you're trying to get kids interactive and looking these up through your website and stuff. What's wrong with the old school file card that causes kids to read? I mean, is there anything wrong with that? I wish we had the old file cards, because as a kid, that's what I did. I read about the Joes and the characters. But this is number 21 from the series. So on the back of the box, we got Cobra Island. It's zoomed in on probably different parts than we've seen before because it's Firefly. The artwork is great. But as I look at it more and more, as I appreciate the artwork and it's awesome, why couldn't this have just been like something you'd put in the package as a bonus? You get like a map of the island and use this really for file cards. All this is just warnings repeating the same stuff in different languages. So you got all this part down here that's going to waste. And plus, I would love to have the old school little images of the characters where you can just sort of check them off as you're getting them, like all the other G.I. Joe figures used to do. As a G.I. Joe figure, you're going to come with a backpack, and Firefly definitely does. His has a little like honeycomb pattern, a lot of sculpt work in this. And they painted his little tool silver for his making bombs and saboteuring, and it looks pretty good. It has sculpted in zippers. And honestly, it's not overly flat like Gung Ho's was, so he does look like he is carrying some stuff. And when you continue to rotate it around, you got some inside detail, because one of the accessories he comes with pops right in there, and that's cool that they're utilizing the dead space in these backpacks so you can store some extra stuff. Now, Firefly comes with a top part of a motorcycle. It looks like the odometer or the fuel tank. No, it's actually a device that pops into that backpack slot I was showing you that controls one of his accessories. And this is supposed to like pay homage to the cell phone that he came with as a vintage figure. And it's cool, they're modernizing this and everything, but there's no stickers, there's no indicators to know which side is which. I mean, this looks like it could be something. This looks like it could be some sort of meter. I'm not sure. I really don't know. It's cool, but I don't know what to do with it or which direction he should be holding it. Just to show you guys where that remote goes, obviously there's a slot in the backpack. You just push it in there, and that's where his little drone control goes. One of the main accessories that he comes with that was even advertised on the artwork in the box is his little drone. Has that red eye camera, whatever you want to call it. He's got little legs. Sculpt work is definitely there. Got the little fan on the back. The other blades and propellers, and it's a cool little drone. I mean, it has articulation as well. I mean, these two little spots could be guns or something, but these can fold back, and they can fold forward. So some little individual articulation in the legs. One thing that would have been cool is like if these were able to like pivot or move themselves, like a ball popped in there and these could have moved around a little bit more freely. That would be cool, because leg articulation on this, it works, but I wish we had a little bit more. Now we get all those updated accessories that are like futuristic, and then we got this like 1800s strap of dynamite, which I don't mind. It looks neat. It's painted horribly painted. I mean, it's just one color they have on there and they couldn't even do that right. That sort of bugs me, but I mean, I might go in there and paint these wires and stuff like that. Now, some of you would prefer C4. Yeah, C4 or some sort of charge would be pretty awesome, in my opinion. But maybe Firefly just prefers using some dynamite for the mission he was assigned to on Cobra Island, and maybe it's harder to detect, or he just likes the smell of when dynamite goes off. I mean, there's a lot of options that could be why he's using this, or it could be that the company was just lazy and they're like, hey, we'll just do dynamite. I don't know. But I mean, it's your figure. You can have whatever story you want to justify why he's using this as an explosive. Now, when you're controlling drones and blowing stuff up, you got to protect your eyes. And we get some nice updated goggles that have some antennas. So you know he's viewing the camera of that drone through these goggles. They're done pretty well. They're just black plastic. And I mean, it works for what they are. And they look pretty nice. And if all those other accessories were not enough, he comes with this giant futuristic pistol. It's sculpted awesome. It looks cool. It just looks very, very awkward because it's huge. It's huge. And I'm glad they added some sort of grip or something up there to support it, because this thing just, it's very weird. Sculpted nicely, but it's weird. And then on the other side, we get that peg that just sort of takes away from the weaponry. I mean, if you're going to give us futuristic guns and stuff like that, find a better way to attach them to backpacks instead of these giant, nasty looking pegs. Firefly looks amazing. The eye sculpt and paintwork that they did on this figure is phenomenal. It almost looks very, I mean, it's definitely reminiscent of the Sideshow figure that was released, and that just, it's awesome. They did a hell of a job on the head sculpt. Tons of detail. The paintwork on it's pretty nice. I mean, it's definitely Firefly, and they got the texture, sort of like a leathery texture throughout that center strip. Get some grenades on his shoulder. Get this big old bomb vest. And I know a lot of you might not be enjoying or liking this design. I don't mind. I've seen people take the actual vest off, and he looks all right, and they were adding their own stuff to it. But keep in mind, I mean, he is a bomb expert, a saboteur. What if he messes up and the stuff goes off? Like, he needs something to protect himself. I love that shoulder pad with that Tampo-looking Cobra logo. It looks so clean. Very nice. We get all these little, like, I don't know if these would be C4 charges on his chest. I'm not too sure, but it looks great. I'm not a fan of the glossiness of the vest. I know there's a matte one out there, but whatever, it'll do. I'm not that picky when it comes to it. We got his little crotch piece because if something blows up, need to protect the members. Got the awesome sculpt work. No paint work on the back or washes. I think if this had a wash, it would definitely take away a little bit from that glossiness, which would be okay, and it'd make some of this damage that you see on this like pop a lot more. But the figure's awesome. I mean, the figure's not going to be bad due to the fact, I mean, this is a new head sculpt on the top. We got a new overlay for a vest. Underneath this is Beachhead's body, Beachhead's arms, Beachhead's gloves, which, you know, is okay. Then we get down to his legs. They're sculpted great, and they look amazing with the paintwork for the camo. But if you're looking at it, it's going to be familiar. It's going to be really, really familiar because we've seen these twice so far. One with Snake Eyes, one with Red Ninjas. So yes, these are Snake Eyes legs, and then they added on Destro's boots, which I'm okay with. And overall, I mean, the figure, to me, I'm okay with it. Now, diving into articulation, his head can pretty much do a full 360, even in his vest. He can look down that far. He can look up quite a bit because he's on a ball, and disc for his head, and then there's a ball in the neck. So you get all this type of range of motion, which is great. His one arm can go up this far, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, wrist rotation, and the wrist goes this way. We do get that butterfly in there that sort of works. Actually, it works pretty decent. So decent range there. Now this part will affect, you know, your posing. Honestly, it sort of moves. You can sort of see, but let's see. Oh, I guess it's not bad. It doesn't block it at all. Doesn't block it all. We got bicep swivel, double jointed. Ew. You're rotating. You're bending the wrong way, wrist. He's got articulation under here, but he's not going to be able to use it because the vest. I was looking at these and I'm like, because of the bomb, but it's actually, yeah, the vest doesn't allow him to do any bending, but you know, he gets a little bit. You could see that. There's a little in there. Not the greatest, but not horrible. He does have that, oh, is that the ball up there? Yeah, he does have that waist ball right there. And he could do the crazy Van Damme splits. That is blurry, but it's also crazy he can do that. I mean, thigh cut, double jointed knees. We get boot swivel, ankle bend, and pivot. All the articulation you'd want in these Joes. And for him, it's actually not bad. So here I have Firefly all geared up with all of his accessories. So he's got the goggles sort of propping up on top of his head. And as you rotate him around, we got the pistol hooked up on the side. And then we got the dynamite stuck at the bottom. And his little drone, his feet pop into these little slots. And all of this stuff stays on really, really nice. Nothing's falling off, nothing's loose. But one thing that bugs me again with these backpacks is like it's plugged in, but you have this like gap. Like, why couldn't they just sort of form it to the back to where it just doesn't have this weird gap underneath? That bugs me. So I think it's going to be something that we're going to be dealing with for a while, because they're probably not going to waste the time to make it accurate and snug against the back like that. But the figure looks awesome. I really like this. I've seen a lot of people, you know, folding back their drone like so. Like, you can really, you know, fold them down all the way that way. So it's a lot more hidden, even though you can see the fans right there. Pretty cool stuff. I really like this figure. I really, really, really enjoy Firefly as a character. And I do like the goggles too. Let's see how well they fit. Okay. So you gotta play around with it a little bit. Get them over the little ear flaps a little bit. And you can get him with the goggles on and they look awesome. They look great. I love the red. Nice glossy. Not messed up at all on the goggles, thank goodness. And same with the optics on the drone. They just messed the red up on the dynamite on the bottom. It just wasn't as clean as it could have been. Here I was dogged on that gun, and honestly, the pistol or whatever this thing is just barely. If they would have went a little bit bigger, it would have been too big, but it's just barely passing. Because when it's equipped with the figure, it doesn't look horrible. And, I mean, technically, probably just sort of brace your hand underneath that or do something of that nature. But holding it with just one hand is still not a bad look. Firefly all posed up, wearing his goggles with his drone controls, so he can just sort of control the drone in to fly in, carrying that bomb and everything like that. But one thing that I'm curious about is, so he has this antenna on his goggles, right? Maybe they're controlling night vision stuff. I would think that he would use those, I guess, to look through this. But then it's like, how is he going to see the screen? I'm confused. Like, I mean, is he looking? I'm just questioning, like, he's probably seeing the drone through his goggles, but then what is he doing on here? Is it like something he's picking up in his headset through the controller? I would like to know more details about this weird device that he has. But the drone itself can equip the explosives to its feet. They aren't perfectly connected. You have to squeeze them together a little bit to get them to hold it. But you can have it carrying the dynamite around to whatever place he's trying to destroy. So Firefly is a 1/12 scale figure, so that means you can bust out your accessories and weaponry from your other 1/12 scale figures that you collect. I busted out the Marvel Legends War Machine thruster pieces to give it like explosions. I got the McFarlane Ghost Call of Duty weapon equipped, and then I have a super action stuff blast effect on the tip of that, and all of this all together just looked great. It just has that whole urban warfare look to it. I love it. I really like this figure. I know there's a lot of people hating on it. I hate the vest. I don't like this. Well, heat the arms, pop them off, remove the vest. If you don't care about the vest, cut the damn thing off and throw it in the trash. I really don't care. Like, this is my opinion. I like this figure. I like the vest. And you know, just like all the other lines, we're going to be getting repaints. We're going to get vintage, like, carded figures. You know that Hasbro's going to milk this line because they're selling like hotcakes. So you guys just need to chill out. Let them release these figures. You can voice your opinions, but, like, come on. Like, if you don't like it, don't buy the damn thing. Plain and simple. Leave it on the shelves for other collectors. Don't let the hype get you. You know, if you don't like it, literally don't buy it. But that sums up my unboxing and review of the G.I. Joe Classified Series Target exclusive Cobra Island Firefly. If you guys like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, as it'll mean the world to me. And go ahead and hit that silver bell notification while you're at it so you know when I post up a new video. And make sure you guys show some love to Art G. His YouTube channel is down below. Great for hunts and pickups, so definitely check it out. And make sure you guys check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. There's a website down below full of collectibles, and there's a promo code as well for you guys to get free shipping. And make sure you also check out that Toyco Preorder Facebook group, because it allows you to know what's coming out. And Andrew of Toyco prices his pre-orders at amazing prices, so definitely check it out down below. It doesn't hurt to click and check it out. And I want you guys, most importantly, to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.